Hey guys, and welcome back. I just finished work and I'm sitting out here by a lake, and I thought I'd do another video for you guys with some of the nice scenery. It's actually cooling down. It's been in the upper 90s, almost 100 degrees here for the past 2 weeks, so it's probably about, I'd say 90 right now. But anyway, I wanted to talk today about the drinking culture and how Chinese consume alcohol. It's actually pretty interesting. There are some people and some historians, and if you read, history and stuff like that, they'll say that wine was invented in China and things like that. There's a very different opinion, or I shouldn't say opinion, but a perception on how you consume alcohol here. The best way I can describe it, if you're going to compare it to something in the United States, is rush week at a fraternity or a sorority. You pretty much go out and you drink until you black out. It's really a crazy thing. The more you drink and the drunker you get, the more camaraderie and friendship you build with the other Chinese that are around you. Now, the funny thing is that they don't know how to drink different alcohol. For example, you have a shot of tequila, you shoot that, it's in a shot glass. They do that with almost all alcohol. They'll drink beer quickly, rather quickly. They'll shoot a glass of wine. Everybody will stand up at the table. They say "ganbei," which means like empty cup, or empty your drink. And basically they'll shoot their glass of beer, their glass of wine, baijiu, which is basically it's moonshine. It's their they call it wine, but it's actually liquor. It's a moonshine, horrendous drink that can burn through leather. And I've heard that they actually have these baijiu or moonshine drinking lessons. So like if you want to become a successful businessman, you got to be able to handle drinking baijiu, and it's like 140 proof or 150 proof, whatever it is. It's some crazy thing. They have dozens of different types and potencies and proofs and stuff like that. But this training, basically they say, okay, you need to brush your teeth with it in the morning and drink this much and this much, and then when you go out on business meetings, you'll be able to outdrink everybody else. And what happens is this forms a great unit. It brings in business to your company and all sorts of things like this. Also, you will see a lot more drunk people in public in China. At least I have. You'll see them, they'll go, I'm going to pan around a little bit so you're not just seeing one spot, but they'll go out and they'll get to the point where they're so drunk that they're falling over in the street, they're puking all over the place, and my theory on this is they don't, there are other drugs in China, pot and meth and those type of things, but they're very, very extremely limited. It's not as common or as open. You can't just go down to the corner and grab pot. Okay, they execute people with drugs here, certain amounts of drugs. They just flat out, and you can search on Google. There's a famous picture where they got people lined up against a wall, and they just put a rifle or machine gun barrel to the back of the guy's head and shoot the drug guy, the guy who's doing drugs or selling drugs. So they're pretty serious about that. So I always think, okay, they don't have harder drugs, so they compensate that with the alcohol and the cigarettes. And the cigarettes is another thing. If you can't stand cigarette smoke, don't come to China, because it is incredibly terrible. And the cigarettes are, I can't say there's high quality cigarettes, but they have so many different chemicals. They actually they did a test on several Chinese brands of cigarettes and found fecal material in them, and all sorts of things that are not supposed to be in them. But Chinese people, they'll smoke and smoke and smoke and smoke like crazy. Lung cancer is a big thing here. Cirrhosis of the liver from the alcohol. It's just, it's incredible. It's like living in a frat party. You're at a frat party 24/7, or at least I should say when you go out at night. But anyway, that's just something you need to know if you come here. Be ready for you know, you're going to go to dinner and then they're going to bring out the Baijiu, the Moonshine, and they're going to keep pouring it in these little shot glasses, and they're going to expect you, you know, you're going to have to do a shot. Let's say you're at a dinner table with 12 people. You're going to have to toast. Imagine doing 12 shots of double proof tequila in a row. So it's like, all right, you know, Gambe to you, and oh, I'm so happy to meet you, Gambe to you, and you drink another one and another one and another one, you know. Now, people who know me know I don't drink, so that is a huge, I don't know if you can see these people out here on the boats, the little rental paddle boats. But I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, I've never done drugs or anything like that. Anybody who knows me for any amount of time knows that about me. So that's a huge deal here. They don't understand why I don't drink alcohol. And, you know, it just, I never have. It's, you know, I did martial arts and, you know, I was really into that. So those were the type of things that we just kind of stayed away from. You know, they just can't wrap their mind around why I don't drink alcohol. But, you know, it's not a big deal. You know, I usually have my Coke or juice or whatever else it is I'm drinking that night, and, you know, I'll toast that with them. But just remember, if you get here and you're going out to dinner with a group of people, they're going to expect you to drink and have a good time, and that's just how they have a good time. So if you like to drink, you know, you're going to love China. They drink, I would say they drink more alcohol than any of the next 5, you know, top drinking countries or cultures in the world. I mean, I've been to Germany, I lived there for several years. The Germans got nothing on Chinese. It's not even close. But anyway, I'm going to close up, and I got about 20, as of tomorrow, 25 days until my surprise trip. So hopefully that still goes through. Everything's all, you know, as of right now, everything's a go on that. So I hope nothing changes. But I will let you guys know probably the morning of or the night before. I'll start posting videos about where I'm going and my itinerary and how I planned it and everything like that. But hope you enjoyed this little video, and please, you know, give me a like and subscribe, share the video all you want, and comment. Oh, and by the way, I had a guy just the other day tell me to go fuck myself. So, you know, thanks for, you know, giving me a couple extra views, buddy. I appreciate it. And I don't care what you guys say. You know, if you don't like my videos, give them a thumbs down. Say you don't like them. That's fine by me. I'm just doing this to help people out and give you guys information. So, I'll talk to you guys soon, and have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.